Previously on Road to Loretta's.
I've never been to a regional before, so this is a wake-up call, really.
Zach's first alternate out of here. They took the top 6 automatically. He was 7th.
I definitely think I proved something. I know I have the speed, just I need to put it all together.
We always want to win, but that 5th is solid, and I'm damn proud of it.
I made it solid in all my 3 classes, top 3, so that's where I want to be up front every time, so it was a good weekend for sure.
And I know the competition's not as easy as I thought, but hey, I'm going to train double hard.
Everybody who's done anything in Supercross, myself, Ricky Carmichael, Jared McGrath, all these guys came up through Loretta's.
It's the biggest, the best, most pristine amateur national in the world.
If you want to get on the radar of amateur motocross, this is the place to be. This is the proving grounds, because if you win here, you beat everyone. And I think that's what makes this the crucible of amateur motocross. It does not get any more competitive than Loretta Lynn.
The pursuit of a national title at Loretta Lynn's isn't just about the race or the rider. It's a journey that requires the dedication of a team, a family. It's a roller coaster of sweet success and stinging failure.
This sport does not ever end, not if you're in it. And it doesn't end financially, it doesn't end mentally. There's emotional roller coasters, there's wins, losses.
For riders at the Millsaps training facility, the time before Loretta's is a chance to prepare for the intense conditions to come.
Well, right now, the heat is just ridiculous. So, I'm out there melting and I'm just standing on the side. I'm like, man, these guys must be dying. So, mental toughness when they're just sweating and tired and looking at the other guy that they know they have to compete against. So if they're not quitting, they're not stopping, which they don't, the other guy wants to beat them. So they're just out there, even when they're dead tired, they're trying to push because they want that advantage going to Loretta's, knowing that they're going to be a contender.
The work they put in now is measured by their success at the ranch.
On the mud bike, I'm definitely hoping to get titles. It's nothing easy. All the fast riders are there. I'm not 100% sure that's going to happen, but that's what I'm working for, and I might get it, I might not, but I'm just going to try my best.
Against the best in the world, self-doubt is a mental obstacle that has to be managed.
Realistically, top 3 would be awesome, but I've literally thought about this race for 2 years. Every single day I've thought about it, and I just want to win. Like, every day I think about hopefully winning.
With so much riding on a single race, even a small mistake can affect the outcome of an entire career. When success has such tight tolerances, there is no room for error.
So the endurance is gonna be very, very, very important there. Just because everybody's gonna be ready. In that class, they're going there to race for 20 minutes and to win.
39 other riders on the gate have been working toward the same dream of winning. Outworking the competition becomes a tireless effort.
Maybe a little bit of an ignorant statement, but I heard this is probably the deepest class ever at Loretta's, and there are a good dozen kids that could win, and I'd hate to be any of those kids.
Come Loretta's, I think I'm going to be really good. I hope I am. I'm doing everything I possibly can to prepare myself, and I think it's going to be enough.
To win a title, that would mean a lot to me. That's what I always been dreaming since I was a kid. None of the Venezuelans guy ever won Loretta, so I'll be the first one to do it, and that would just make me really proud.
Dakota and Anthony hope that their training will see them through to a championship.
They are going to be ready once they go there, and then it's up to them. They got to get good starts and have 3 solid motos.
For a rider's family, those 3 solid motos are the nerve-wracking time to watch years' worth of work unfold before them.
Well, if everybody does their best, it's going to be 20 minutes of torture for the parents. But realistically, a percentage of these kids will probably crash out. Some will be more fit. Hopefully we're one of the lucky ones that get a good start, have done our training in the right order, and feel strong at the end. There are going to be a few that just didn't do the right thing, maybe too much, too little. They're going to suffer. It doesn't mean they're slow.
Anthony and Dakota are considered the lucky ones. They have a team of trainers behind them and parents that support their dream. But no matter their background, every rider on the gate will be leaving nothing on the table when the gate drops. The desire and perseverance it takes to win can't be bought. It only comes from within.
Loretta's just it's gnarly, you know, just because of the pressure. So many people put so much on that race, and it's just because it is a longer race, 3 motos, and the heat. It's a gnarly race, and you know that's why the best of the best seem to win there, always.
Across the country, every rider who's earned an invitation is searching for even the slightest edge. If they come this far, they know that practice, success, failure, and hard work are the only tools that shape their path. Christina Older hopes she's found the right balance of effort, patience, and strategy to win.
This year I've been working really hard just because I really want to do good. I really want to win. In the past years I haven't done anything. I just rode and I was kind of a weekend warrior. So we moved to south of the border and the trainers are really good here. We're just working really hard. And this year I definitely think I finally have all the pieces to puzzle to reach my full potential.
Only limited by the power of the mind, Christina knows that she holds the keys to her success.
I feel like I'm just a completely different rider than any other year in the past because I can actually go out there now and know that I'm not going to get tired. I can stay focused. And you know, in the past I've always I would go to the line and be like, wow, I'm definitely not going to last 20 minutes. I definitely have the potential to be top 3, but in my mind, I know I can win and I know I can get the #1 plate. My confidence is there. I know I can do it, but I know not to get overconfident because I know that anything can happen in the race. You know, you can have crash or bike problems or bad starts, so it's anything. You just gotta focus on everything that you work on when you're practicing and just put it all together in the race.
Coast to coast, preparation is a perpetual grind. Beyond the normal rigors of training, motocross takes an immense toll on the body. The balance between practice and self-preservation is often on a razor's edge.
My dad didn't want to pay my way to Loretta's for me to get, 20th, 10th place. So I decided, I took it upon myself that I'm just going to work my butt off and, do whatever it took to get there. Out here at Milestone today, trying to get in some training and just having some bike problems.
Brian Burns rides a 5-year-old motorcycle. Keeping it in one piece is as much a part of life as racing is.
I got a plan together and I started making stuff happen. I made a little donation thing at the bike shop I work at and I started making, $5, $10 here a day and just started adding up. And I took that and decided I'm gonna have a bike wash and raise some money that way and do whatever it takes to get there.
Being strapped for cash only adds to the complexity of Brian's situation, but he's come too far to give up now.
My mom's been helping me and my dad, talking to their friends and stuff and seeing what we could gather, so that I could do this and accomplish my junior race in Loretta's and doing it on my own.
Every racer has their own circumstances to contend with. For Zach Fulkerson, that obstacle is injury.
After Texas, when we got back home, we went to the orthopedic surgeon and got x-rays and found out Zach ended up with a broken hand.
It makes it a little bit more bearable only riding one class after finding out that I have a broken hand, because that's an accomplishment for me, making it to my first Loretta Lynn's past the regional with a broken hand.
Just as Zach reached his peak of qualifying for Loretta's, the news of a broken hand brought the valley. But like all racers, he makes the best of the cards he's dealt.
I was in a cast for about 4 weeks. That was definitely a factor in not being able to ride and train. So I've had about 2 weeks back on the bike as of right now, and it's going to be everything I've got from now to Loretta's.
Go find the dry ground as much as you can. Work yourself and work the bike.
A realistic goal for me would be a top 15, not really looking for a title, but just to stay consistent throughout the week and do what I know I can. And more importantly, just to go and have fun.
Van Martin has reached the last stage of his amateur career. Still unsigned to a pro team, success at Loretta Lynn's is pivotal to his future. Alex Fry works to get back on top, struggling to meet the bar he set by winning his last championship in 2009. The common thread between all of these athletes is an unstoppable drive to achieve their goals. As each athlete knows, those goals come with a price. Next time on Road to Loretta's. Following the footsteps of legends, our athletes reach the final stage of their journey, Loretta Lynn's. As they've been taught by those that came before them, they will face the most intense week of their lives. Each rider on the gate has fought their way to be there and will continue to fight until the checker flag falls on the final moto. When the dust settles, 33 athletes in 33 classes will stand atop the podium and be crowned champion.